Hello, boys and girls. It's Monday. Hello. Happy Monday to everybody. Did you have a lovely weekend? Exciting news. Darren's still alive. Darren is now, he's got a tail. He looks like a chicken with a tadpole's tail. Darren is now 6 years old and weighs 10 ounces, and he's only had to sleep in his own poo 3 times. So Darren is still alive. You didn't think he'd still... Nobody thought Darren would make it through till Monday. I am the greatest Tamagotchi trainer in the history of the universe. How are we all doing? Is everybody good? Thank you for the subs that have already come in. Wandering Bolt is in for 14 months. Morgan Murray's in for 16 months. Thank you very much. Shane's in Australia and is saying it's already Tuesday for you. Well, what's Tuesday like? What have we got to look forward to? Talk us through the rest of Monday. We've got 11 hours of Monday left to go. Does anything good happen? What have we got to look forward to? D Dreco, thank you for 12 months. I've got an exciting parcel here. Ignore the fact it says Star Trek on the side. It's full of Pokemon cards. But Pokemon cards that Anna told me to buy. I am the world's greatest genius. That'll be coming up later in the stream when I explain how I'm history's greatest genius. But first, we should probably do a YouTube intro. We're slightly late starting today because I was tending to Darren's poo situation. So let's leave that in if you dare. He won't leave it in. Chris is a coward. Leave that in. He won't leave that in either. It doesn't want people. He'll leave me flubbing an intro, but won't leave me calling him a coward. He's got too much power. We need to take Chris down. Right, let's do a YouTube intro. Boys and girls, I have been telling you all along for season upon season now that this is a team that once we got out of the National League would go back to back to back all the way into the Championship, and it looks like it might actually be happening. We're just hitting the halfway point of the season. We're 7 points clear at the top of the league. We have 2 games in hand. This is a good football, and it's mostly the same players that were in that National League side. I knew it was a good team. Kev always knows. Oh, lovely. That's how you do an intro. That's the wrong screen. Ballsed it up at the end there. Oh, and there you go. I already thanked you for that, D Draco, but thank you again. Lewis is in with a sub as well. Thank you very much, Lewis. Very kind of you. Sirius Chiz is in for 5 months as well. Thank you, one and all. I can see somebody asking if I'm in the Showdown. Do you not follow them on Twitter? All the announcements were yesterday. As promised, I'm on the lowdown. We knew all along I was going to be on the lowdown. Will Darren be on the lowdown? Absolutely he will. If Darren's still alive on Wednesday, he will be part of the lowdown for sure. All right, let's just bring ourselves up to speed with how we're getting on in this save. As you can see, we're getting on really well. I wasn't kidding when I said 7 points clear with 2 games in hand. It has been quite the start to the season. Couple of iffy results there aside, we have been very, very, very good. And it is largely the same squad. Armani Gilks, who we first signed. Were we in the National League North when we first signed him? No, we were in the National League when we first signed him. He's been around long enough to have been sold, loaned back twice, released, loaned to someone else, and then come back to us. And he's been here 3.5 years this time around. And he's still only 24 years old. But this 11, it's very much an 11 straight out of non-league. Hughes would normally be in there instead of Tongue, but Hughes is coming back from an injury, so Hughes would be one. Theodros was definitely out of non-league. I think this is a rotated side for the... I don't know why this is quite as rotated as it is. So we'll forget that little intro I was doing. It'll be fine. Am I just on the lowdown, or am I running an extra stream of my own when the Showdown is on? How would I do that? How would I do that whilst being on the lowdown? I'm obviously just on the lowdown. Unless I'm number 9. Which we genuinely... I was going to say genuinely none of us know. Genuinely I don't know. Is the music a little louder than usual? I don't think so. We can nudge it down slightly. There you go. It's been slightly nudged. If there are people who know, other than Ben and Matt, I'm certainly not amongst their number. So I don't know who number 9 is. And I fully acknowledge it might be me, because I think that would be quite an interesting story twist. Yet another way to mess with me. You know, every twist they've done this season's been about messing with me. So maybe this has been planned since the last Showdown, when Ben announced, as the lowdown was still going on, that I was going to be on the lowdown next time. Maybe they've known since then they were planning on messing with me. Who knows? I believe I am on the lowdown, but as you can imagine, I am prepping just in case, because I'm not having them catch me out. It will never happen. They will never catch me off guard. They will never get me with their shenanigans. If I end up being number 9, which again, I don't think I am, but if I am as prepped as I always am. So worry not, boys and girls. We have no fear. Yeah, I've prepared for the draft as I normally would. Quite apart from anything else, I think that's something I needed to do for the lowdown anyway. I'm talking as if that's something I'm doing specifically because of this twist they've announced, but in all honesty, I would have done that anyway, because it's pretty difficult to, especially with some of the more obscure nations that we've got loaded for this time. And when I say obscure, I mean obscure to me, before anyone gets offended. I think it's something I would have had to have done anyway, just to get a feel for who the best players are and who I would have drafted in what positions. So it's not like I'm doing anything I wouldn't have done without this twist. Thoughts on the Showdown sponsor? Manscaped are a great company. You know, I've worked with them for a long time, so it's nice to see them on for the Showdown as well. It keeps the lights on, keeps the prize pool in place when I'm next taking part, which is always good. I don't know, am I going to get a free ball trimmer out of it? I've already got about 5. I probably don't need another one. I'll take another one. If they want to send me some ball deodorant, I love the ball deodorant. I genuinely use the ball deodorant every day. The Manscaped ball deodorant is fantastic. So, and they've not even paid me anything this month. I don't work for the Showdown, so as much as it's been sponsored and that's lovely, the only way I get money out of the Showdown is by winning it. And I can't win it this month because I'm not in it. So I am under no obligation to say nice things about Manscaped, other than the fact that they genuinely are great and have been a great supporter of my channels, both here on Twitch and over on YouTube. Both channels on YouTube, they've sponsored multiple times, and their stuff is genuinely really good. So yeah, I mean, it's a quality sponsor to bring on board. Yeah, I think it is also great. The first time we've had a female competitor in the Showdown is when we get Manscaped on as well. Be interesting what she does with her ball trimmer, if it's sent to her. I don't know if we're getting ball trimmers or not. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to showing the lowdown how it's done. Like I said on Twitter last night, lend a bit of credibility to the lowdown. A lowdown with someone who knows what they're talking about would be fantastic. Random John, thank you for 17 months. I'm sure they don't only work on balls. Well, I've never tried it anywhere else, Mike. I've got the face razor as well, which is, it's a really nice razor. I use it for my cheeks and my neck, and it doesn't slice me up to pieces. Again, this isn't supposed to be a Manscaped advert. They're not paying me currently. But you know how you get a lot of razors that have like 4 or 5 blades on, and they just slice your face to pieces and you end up with razor burn? This one's just one really sharp blade. And for me, who only needs to do little bits, I think that's much better. I don't know how it is for shaving a full face, because obviously I've never done that. But for doing these little bits, it's a great little razor. With NordVPN, is it a one-off payment or monthly? You can do it either way. The cheapest option is to do it as one-off, but you are able to pay for it monthly as well. I guess we should talk about the actual stream sponsor, NordVPN, rather than someone else's sponsor, Manscaped. Have I sorted out Chris being a mascot at the Leamington game yet? I don't even know if Chris is coming to the Leamington game. He said he'd let me know on Saturday and he hasn't. So I don't know if that means he's not coming or what. That would be a desperate shame. Diz's tweet was very good on the Lowdown panel last night. I didn't see Diz's tweet. I don't think I follow Diz. Which one's Diz? Is he the one I'm replacing? I forgot how good NordVPN is. Maybe you should remind me. I literally did it in a YouTube video yesterday. Was that not reminder enough? I probably should. They're paying me here as well. NordVPN is great for allowing you to watch football on a Saturday afternoon in the UK, which is the main thing I use it for. And when I'm away, I use it on my laptop and my phone so that I can use Wi-Fi with confidence, knowing that my data is all going to be encrypted and protected. So they're the two main things I use it for. But basically, it allows you to change your location to anywhere in the world and trick your computer and whatever service you're trying to use into thinking you're there. So you can use US Netflix in Finland. You can use, I don't know, English Amazon Prime in Australia. Whatever you want to do. You can buy Football Manager in Brazil. All sorts of things you can do with it. And it's just great. You should check it out. ! NordVPN. You can get YouTube Premium for 85p a month if you VPN to Argentina. Is that true? Wow. You versus Viking Dan. Who's going to be louder? I don't know which one he is either. Is he the one who wears a hat? Who wears a hat with a tie? He said something about not getting paid. Do we get paid to be on the Lowdown? Am I getting paid this week? I haven't negotiated a salary. Should I be getting paid? And the rest of them getting paid? What is this? I'm missing out on all the sub revenue by not streaming on my own. Get Ben on the phone. Am I supposed to be getting paid? I'll take cash or check. Actually, I won't take a check. Just cash, please, in an envelope. A box this size full of cash. And then I'll be on the Lowdown. Please and thank you. Why do we keep winning in the EFL trophy? No one cares about it. Ugh. But we will rest Arichi. Send him on a little holiday. He'll have a lovely time, probably. Where can you go for a week in December? That's good. Do you want to go all the way to the Canary Islands for just a week? It's a 4-hour flight, isn't it? That might, for me, 4-hour flight for a week, that feels like a lot. If I'm only going for a week, I don't want to fly for more than 2 hours, really. But where's good in December that's 2 hours from Solihull that we can send him to? I guess you can get to, like, Mallorca in 2 hours. That's probably still nice weather in December. Or you could go and hang out at, like, a Christmas market in Germany or something. Christmas markets are always a good time. Anna's just sent me a very excited text because Tiny Tina pre-order is on its way. She has the Tiny Tina's Wonderland Chaotic Great Edition. Every Borderlands loot crate thing they've ever made, she's bought. She's bought this one as well. Barcelona's still nice in December. Well, there we go. We'll send him to Barcelona. It'll be fine. Chris, are you coming to Leamington? I forgot to ask you over the weekend. Now I see that he's in. People fly to Dubai for 3 to 4 days. Yeah, but people are maniacs, aren't they? I ain't doing that. Maybe Arichi's a maniac. To me, once you get over like 3 hours in the air, that's a full day of travel then, as far as I'm concerned. Anything up to 2 hours, that's half a day's travel. But once you're over 3 hours, it's a full day of travel. And if you're doing that at either end of your week, you've only got a 5-day holiday then. I'd rather be a little bit closer to home and get an extra day of holiday. 75-25 in favour. Don't know Mrs. Ware. Oh, that's work yet. These are good odds at the moment. I'll take that. Right. Let's do... Oh, we're playing in the FA Cup against Salford. So this is the second round, isn't it? So this is where the big money ties are up for grabs. So Salford are doing poorly in League Two. So this should be a win for us, because we are in super duper form. So let's go win a football match. Hey, Chris, Darren's still alive. You said he'd be dead. Darren's still alive. In your face. I kept Tamagotchi alive for 6 days. What a hero I am. But yeah, talking of me being a genius, as I was at the start of the stream, this box has just arrived. This box was Anna's idea. So I don't know if you've seen, we've tweeted a little bit over the weekend about our new little business that we've opened up. Anna's first official role in LOLLUJO Enterprises after working for us for a year. Anna's running our Pokemon card business. So we got 1 box, 2 box, the box breaks, because I'm doing my first live box break on YouTube on Friday night, which we're selling packs for, and we're nearly sold out already. We got to yesterday afternoon and we only had like 10 or 12 packs left for that first box break. So she said, looking at the numbers, you need to buy some more. I love this business. Opening cards is fun, even if they're not for me. Box breaks are going to be great. Friday night, 7 o'clock on the Kevin Chapman YouTube channel. So not the Football Manager one, t'other one. We're doing a live box break. If you want a pack, I think there's 9 remaining currently. It's lollujomon.com. So Lalujo, MON.com. Which I built that website whilst doing the podcast on Friday night. This is how we multitask around here. What's a box break? Basically, we're going to take a full box of cards. There's 36 packs in here, and we're going to open them all, but every single one of them would have been pre-sold to somebody, and I'll send the contents of the packs out to the person who bought them in advance. So like if you bought 2 packs, I'd say, right, these are the packs for whoever it is. She's saying she didn't say it. You really did. We talked about this yesterday. Whoever buys those 2 packs, I say, right, these are the packs for so-and-so, and then whatever is pulled out of them, they get sent. And I treated her to something she's always wanted. I mean, this is a real gift. She loves this. Hold on. I got one of these. In fact, I can show her Instagram, because she can downplay it all she wants in the chat. But this is how I know she was genuinely pleased, because I got her a gift and she put it on her Instagram. Tell me you're not excited now, Anna. We have a thermal label printer and some postal scales and a load of labels to go in the printer so that she can send all our goodies out from the new website. There he is, look. New website. We've even sold a pack of mystery cards, which is just 50 random cards that are in my big box of cards that I don't need. We've sold some of those as well, which is very snazzy. But yeah, this is the box break for this Friday. And I'm not sure how many are left yet, but I know it's not many. It's going to be great fun. Heal Project Pete, thank you for 3 months. And Sherko, thank you for 23 months. Wonderful stuff. And the Tiny Tina thing that Anna's getting on Friday, she said she's going to unbox that for the new hobby channel as well. So there'll be a video on Sunday of us breaking open the new Borderlands pre-order stuff, which this is the one I warned you about, Chris. It's a quick turnaround time. It's delivered on Friday and video will be out Sunday. Very excited with how that channel's going. I still get the occasional negative Nelly saying you used to get 20,000 views a video. Now you only get 3,000. I'm like, yeah, but I'm having so much fun. And oh, I'm loving it. I'm thinking where it'll be a year from now. It's going to be great. How long will the streams be? Don't know. Until we've opened the box. If it was any other week, if I'd done it before, when we sold out, I'd add another box to that first break. Hold on. Darren wants me. I think I'm about to tell him off. I don't think he needs anything. Darren, do you need anything? No, you're just causing a ruckus for no reason. He gets disciplined. Yeah, that told you, Darren. Yeah, if I knew roughly how long it would take, I would add another box once we sold out of the first box. I'm not going to do that this time because we record the podcast at 10 on a Friday. I don't think it will take 3 hours to do a box. When I've done them just for me, it's in less than an hour, but obviously there'll be normal stream interaction stuff and I'll have to keep them all separated and be a bit more careful about making sure that everyone's cards get sorted into the right place. So I'm thinking maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours for the stream. If it ends up quicker than that, maybe next time we'll do 2 boxes. But yeah, it's a bit of an experiment. We're playing it by ear. Anna, please destroy Darren. We watched Spider-Man last night because that's hit Sky Store this weekend. So we watched that and I had to pause the movie 3 times for Darren. And I was not happy with Darren by the end of the film. Really not happy. Poor old Darren. Waz got 5 packs. Thank you very much. We must be close to sold out now. Just a check on the app. I haven't, the video announcing it is tomorrow. So I might have, we've got 1 pack left for the first break. And then I've got the next couple are on there as well. What I might have to do, we might have to add a second box because I've got a video I've already recorded that's coming out tomorrow announcing it. And there needs to be something for people to go and get. So I'll perhaps add a second box to the inventory as that video goes live tomorrow. Maybe. Maybe, possibly, maybe. I don't want people to go there all excited and then end up disappointed. But I'm very excited. What's Chris Erming? I haven't seen this video yet. Well, it's been in Dropbox, Chris. I updated the spreadsheet when you were getting all drunkard on Saturday night. I'm just checking I have put it in Dropbox. Yeah, it's in there. Pokémon 5, it's called. It's updated on the spreadsheet. So Chris has got himself some work to do now. It's not a long video. Just an entire box and opening thing. Yeah, I'm checking. I've done all my bit, Chris. I've done all my bit. You're a monster. Anna's telling me to add more packs. Well, then you can deal with Sheepdog and Pab if we start the podcast late. Actually, you know what? I'll add another box now. To heck with them. I'll add another box because there are now none available. So I'm assuming... Can I make more available on my phone or do I have to do it the proper way? Because they are now fully sold out. Yeah, I don't know how to add more to the inventory on my phone. So we won't do that while I'm streaming, but I'll figure that out later. And I'll put a tweet out. I need to make sure there's some available when that video goes live. It's not true yet. I'll be fine. Yeah. You're a rascal. Will there be videos on how I create decks both online and how you do it in card form? Probably. I'm trying to be careful not to just make it a Pokemon channel because that's not what the plan was. And it's going to be like 5 consecutive videos of Pokemon videos. I know there's some non-Pokemon stuff coming that I don't want people to be like, whoa, what's all this? Because I've got Insomnia coming up. I've got Comic-Con. Oh, crumbs, I've just submitted that team because I wasn't concentrating. Oh, well, it'll be fine. I'm planning on vlogging Disneyland again when we go there. Just in a different style to how we've done it in the past. It'll be very much a vlog focused on me more than focused on the family, but they'll still be around and about in it. Yeah, we'll be vlogging the Leamington game. That'll go up on the main channel. That won't go on that channel. But yeah, there's lots of stuff for me to figure out. Lots of stuff coming up. I want to go back to Leicester and do a proper toy hunt video there because I loved that trip last week. Need to film it. Right, so we are officially sold out. I'm just going to log in on the computer and see if I can figure out how to add more stock. We'll end up doing 3 boxes and cancelling the podcast at this rate. Right. Let's add some more stock. I don't know how to do it. Ah, transfers. Okay. You could, so I can manage incoming inventory. Oh God, this is complicated. I've never used Shopify before. I do need to work it out and read properly how to do it. It's not as simple as just writing a new number in. Am I going to do football cards and stickers? Are there any good football cards out there? I'm not doing match attacks. I hate them. Hate's a strong word, but I'm not a fan of match attacks. I will definitely be doing the World Cup stickers because I love doing them. I've done them the last few years anyway. How expensive are those Panini cards that are autographed? The ones you see pro FIFA? Yeah, I wanted to ask about them. What are they called and where do you get them from? Because I was looking into them. Or I was thinking of looking into them. And they're not available in like normal places where I buy cards and stickers and things from. So I guess you need to go and get them somewhere fancy. They're very pricey. Let's do a football goal. Hooray! I need another box of AEW figures to turn up to keep the figure content balanced on there as well. I assume they'll be incredibly expensive as you can get signed Messi memorabilia and stuff. Yeah. Back when working a week in an office was a thing, I'd steal the 3 packs of match attacks from the cover of our magazines. You're a monster. Martin, thank you for 22 months. What I'd really like is another box of those AEW cards as well, but they are just impossible to find in the UK. It's a case of go to StockX or don't get them. I don't really want to pay StockX prices because they are really expensive. Yep, they're still really expensive on there. But they've not actually been launched in the UK yet, so we've done well to get the 4 boxes we've had of those. But I want more. Give me more. I do own a bit of several random wrestlers' clothing. The Panini Immaculate Soccer Collection. Is that what it's called? Panini Immaculate. Holy smokes, they're expensive. Woo! Yeah, I don't think we're getting any of these. For a box of those. And they're the 2020 ones. So for a box of those, over £1,000. That is bonkers. Yeah, we'd have to do the box break. I'd have to announce it well in advance, and I'd have to sell out before I ordered them. I think Anna would kill me if I bought £1,000 box of cards and said, don't worry, people will probably pay for them. Yeah, pre-orders is how we'd do that. I mean, in all seriousness, if it was something that enough people asked for, we could look into the idea of doing it as a pre-order. Where do I get my Pokemon cards from? Usually Magic Madhouse. Because I have an affiliate deal set up with them, although these two today are from my local card shop, who are called Unified Cards, and they delivered them to my door themselves. I didn't have to pay postage. The guy just drove them round. So, and they were reasonably priced as well, which I thought was very pleasant. Yeah, if we got a Magic Madhouse affiliate link on here, that's who I usually buy from. But the local shop happened to have some in. I am enough of a maniac. What's she saying? Oh, Anna's saying, don't you dare. What about the football cards? Yeah. I am enough of a maniac that I did contact a Pokemon card distributor yesterday and have inquired about becoming a distributor. So I can sell the cards through the website, like boxes of them. I haven't heard back yet. I suggest I probably won't get accepted at this stage. That would be awesome. Don't worry, Anna. Anyway, the more stuff we do box breaks for, the more stuff you've got to use your label maker on. And you know you're going to love that label maker. As long as we're not making a loss on these things, we're all good. Panini Donruss. Have a look. Panini Donruss. Okay, they're more reasonable. So you can get a blaster box of them for 52, which is 11 foil packs. So 11 boxes for 52. So that's less than a £5 a box, isn't it? Just under a £5 a box. So we could probably do something like that as a box break at some point. I've got no interest in collecting them, but I'm happy to buy some and open them up and sell them to you lot. As some lovely old content. Just right, have we bought Kev's lowdown tie yet? I think I'm dressing like I'm in Grange Hill. They've got another thing coming. Right. Let's have a look. We're playing Bolton. Swap those two around. There we go. We've got the Magic Madhouse link set up now. Excellent stuff. Hopefully, if we send enough business their way, we can negotiate that up to being a discount code. At the moment, it's just an affiliate code, but I think people are using it. So I will definitely be reviewing it at the end of the month, saying, look, we've sent you X amount. When can we turn this into a discount code? How long before they ask me to take off the crown on the lowdown? They can't control me. I wonder if they've realised that yet. Mods, while you're doing modding, can we kill that timer that's just come up if you're able to do it? The one for the YouGov thing. That sponsorship's expired now, so I don't think the link works anymore. Have you seen Mystery Jersey King? That's how you should decide to save, buy a random shirt and manage them. We did kind of do that. We got a random shirt and we're going to manage them, but still haven't yet. They're still on the to-do list. Right, I'll handle it, Scott. You don't worry, I'll kill it. It's the timer I really want rid of. Yeah, if you get rid of the YouGov command, I'll kill the timer. Because we don't need that one on. As I don't think it works anymore. And we are getting a little... The chat's starting to look a little bit like a Formula One costume. I don't want it to be just timed adverts. So we'll kill YouGov. There we go. How long has that Manscaped one been on there for? Do I have an active Manscaped deal at the moment? This is what I need people to manage for me. I don't know. When was the last Manscaped ad I did? If it was within the last month, we'll leave it on there. I think it probably was within the last month. Chris, do you want to clean my kitchen as well? If you're good at cleaning kitchens, that's amazing. I'm terrible at cleaning kitchens. Anna yells at me all the time about it. There you go. We've killed YouGov then. That can come back on when they come back on for another month. We can't be losing football matches. What's all this? Hope you stay on the lowdown and don't become the 9th manager. Who knows, eh? I'm pretty sure I'm staying on the lowdown. I think there'd be a lot of people quite disappointed if the 9th man was just the guy who's usually in it and was actually having a month off. I think people are looking forward to me not being in it and doing something different. And I think if the big twist was just, oh yeah, Kev's just going to go and do what he does every other month, I don't think that's much of a twist, is it? So I suspect it'll be someone more interesting than me. If it's Niran, I'll be furious. After he's been dodging me all this time. What would be really fun, and again, I haven't been involved in the planning of this, so I don't know. What would be really fun is if they don't announce who it is until after the draft. They draft as an anonymous person without streaming. And then you find out whose team it is after they've drafted it. I think that would be really, really cool. Aiden, thank you very much for 4 months. Oh, the silhouette is definitely Proudy. But that just means Proudy made it. That doesn't mean that's the person. Yeah, I thought instantly looking at the silhouette, it was Proudy. So I think 100% the silhouette is Proudy, but I also think that's not the person that is actually going to be the 9th man. Aiden, did I just thank you for that sub? I feel like I might have done, and then... Anyway, thank you. Selva as well, thank you for the sub. Yeah, Proudy makes all those graphics. So, he's probably just silhouetted himself to do it. Yeah, I don't think it's Proudy. Quite apart from anything else, Proudy does a lot behind the scenes during the weekend as well. And as far as I'm aware, they've not hired a Proudy replacement for behind the scenes. The screams NWO 3rd man is the 9th man Hulk Hogan. Maybe. The best twist would be if it was Matt. That would be amazing. But again, I don't see that happening because who hosts the lowdown then? And I know there's been a few people on Twitter saying, I'll host the lowdown. I can guarantee you, if there's one thing I know for sure, it's that I won't be hosting the lowdown because it's not as simple, unless they've hired a producer to push all the buttons in the background and do all the other stuff. I could sit there and do the talking to camera, no problem. But Matt has 3 stream decks on the go. He's doing all of the button pushing. Viking Dan has hosted the lowdown before. Yeah, in a very early stage before it became what it is. Our chairman might be moving on. I think it'll be someone from outside the immediate community. I think it kind of has to be, or else you risk it being an anticlimax. I mean, it has to be a big name that people would have heard of, not necessarily from Football Manager. Because otherwise, you know, if it's, I don't know, plucking a name, if it's Loki, for example, who's never been in one before but is a Football Manager guy, I think that would be quite an anticlimax. It's like, oh, okay, fair enough. Cool to see you in it, but was it worth the 3 days of hype? Manny would be interesting, yeah? The return of Manny. I don't think it's someone that's been in it before, otherwise why the big mystery? Yeah, well, to get us talking about it. Maybe a real life footballer. Maybe. Yeah, I don't think it's Sheepdog. Get Benno doing it. Yeah, that'd be great. Let's have Reese Bennett involved. Maybe it's Ellis away days. I mean, he is big time now, isn't he? That's not a bad shout. Or Jackmate. That would be an interesting one. He plays Football Manager. He's done bits of streaming lately. He's in that whole Norfolk posse. The Norfolk crew. Robbie Knox has been involved before, hasn't he? Robbie's done the lowdown before. The guy who does the Athletic podcast. Yeah, Ian McIntosh. That's his name, isn't it? Not a bad shout. But yeah, I think it does need to be someone really unexpected like that. Get Gary Neville in doing it. Randolph. If it's Randolph, I'll be furious because I could pick his brain about Pokemon stuff. And I'm not in it. He has been streaming Football Manager, hasn't he? My mate Toby Tarrant. He's a big FM guy. Toby Tarrant loves FM. I'm pretty... Again, I'm fairly confident it's not going to be Miles. Can't guarantee it. Pretty confident it won't be. For no other reason other than some of the countries that... You could know if it was going to be someone from Sports Interactive because they'd have to be so careful about it only being from the licensed countries. It'd be like, you can have Bundesliga and certain La Liga clubs and the Football League. And they're the only places you can draft from. There's not a chance that Miles is going to be involved when there's Manchester United players in the draft. Ah. Ollie Dixon, is he still streaming? I know he was doing Football Manager a little while back. Although I'm not even sure that was on Twitch, was it? Was that? I thought it was on YouTube. Let's get the tongue out there. Griezmann. I mean, I imagine he's going to be fairly busy during the football season, isn't he? Probably not Griezmann. Who's the guy who they always wheel out to talk about Football Manager? Lefondre. Is he still playing or is he retired now? He always gets wheeled out whenever anyone wants to talk about Football Manager. Oh, what is going on with our form? Scenes if it's Cherno Samba. That would be brilliant. Or Freddie Adu. Fabrizio. Well, he's done little bits of FM occasionally, hasn't he? Could be Jack the Jobber from Cultaholic. Yeah. I know he streams FM, doesn't he? Is he a big enough name to be an exciting mystery man? If you're not into wrestling? If you're not into wrestling, you have no idea who he is, do you? I'm not sure if that's mainstream enough. Not that that's even the route I'm guaranteeing they're going down. I genuinely don't know. They don't tell me anything. Probably me. After all this, it's probably me. I've speculated in all this. Meerkat, thank you for 5 months. Ant and Deck. It's probably not going to be Ant and Deck. Is the camera out of focus again? Ah! Multitasking both the lowdown and the showdown. Yeah, if they try and make it me, I'll refuse to come off the lowdown. I'll just do the whole thing without running my own stream. I'll just do it from the lowdown. Show how special I am. I've even cut my hair special for the lowdown so I look snazzy. So I've got to be on the lowdown. There's my posture check. I don't cut my hair just for normal streaming. This is special Kev's on the lowdown haircut. I was even more careful than usual with my beard, so it looked good in a Manscaped ad, because I assume I'm the new face of Manscaped. Oh dear. 2 weeks today. 2 weeks today, I get my CPAP machine and you'll never hear me yawn again. It's going to be a wonderful thing. I read Arkham Asylum. What a fantastic book, especially the illustrations. Ah, there you go. You're in now. Welcome to the wonderful world of Batman. This will be the first lowdown I've watched. Me too. I'll watch it back afterwards to see how well I did. Clates could be the mystery manager. Is that exciting? I think that's setting someone up for abuse. Nothing against Clates, he's wonderful. But I think after 3 days of speculation as wild as you lot are doing, if it ends up being someone like him, it's just asking for people to hurl abuse at him. Which is not anything that I think they would... I don't think they'd put someone in that position. My dad is the mystery manager. Does Chris get to edit the lowdown? No, Showdown have got their own editors. Chris gets the weekend off. That's why we're doing an extra video on the hobby channel this week. And I've got him working on TikToks. Still got to get my pound of flesh out of him. This is another top of the table clash. Everyone's constantly rotating in second place behind us. You could choose any Kev to boost this. If you could choose any Kev to boost, I'm not sure what you mean. What if I could choose anyone in the world to be the 9th man? The Rock. Not duped because he has no internet. Or is it just all a... Or is he faking having no internet? Get Jimmy Bullard on it. He'd be fun. I could tell him the story of when he ran away from me then. Or Dion Dublin, and I can ask him why he's a Norwich legend, according to Football Manager. I wonder if they'll edit in some legends from historical FM games. They've done legends before, haven't they? I'd like to see Sheepdog do a showdown. Well, you need to tell him to stream Football Manager more often then. He's never going to get on it if he doesn't stream it often enough. Simple as that, really. Because in all seriousness, he gets more views than some people have who've got on it in the past. If he did 2 or 3 months of just streaming Football Manager, I'm sure he probably would get the call. He's got a decent setup. He'd fit in. But he doesn't stream Football Manager consistently. I hope the magic sponge isn't going to be a feature this time. What advantage would I replace it with? Well, they've got to gimmick something to work with the Manscaped sponsorship, because that's what they did with KFC. So how could you gimmick something in? I don't know. We need some creativity. A clean shave. I like that. I love the fact that Stream Elements is posting the Manscaped link as we're talking about it. Yeah, if anyone wants any Manscaped products, there's the link. Buy them now before they run out. Don't wait until later in the week. Buy your Manscaped stuff now before they run out. Link is there in the chat. Oh dear me. That would have scared them away from sponsoring me. Godwin's going on holiday. Off to Barcelona with you. Manscaped's the 9th player. Do they have anyone who... Like, do they have anyone famous who does proper adverts for them? Or is it just YouTubers that they use? I don't really watch TV. Is there Manscaped TV adverts? Is there a celebrity who does them? Because that might be a shout. Maybe they're providing the 9th player. Hughes set to become Leamington's leading league goal scorer. So Okoronkwo's the current record holder. Hughes is going to break Okoronkwo's record. Talking of breaking records, how close are we to getting over 600 games as manager? 583. We need to be over 600 before the 2nd of April when we go to watch Leamington. I want to be the manager who's managed more games in history ever, other than the guy who's just got to 600 in real life. I want to be the most managerial manager they've ever had. Manscaped TV adverts are just voiceover style. That's a shame. Who does the voiceover? Right, I think this is our other game in hand. So we'll actually be level on games with everybody after this. Which would be a strange situation for us to be in. We've had games in hand for so long. Checking on Darren. Darren is feeling good. Darren's fine, don't worry about it. Don't worry about Darren. That's what. If I could ask you one thing, it would be not to worry about Darren. Yeah, so this is our game in hand. A win here and we'll be 8 points clear, which would be very nice. I don't know who Kate Upton is, so I can't comment on whether or not Kate Upton is taking part. This is how out of touch with mainstream reality I am. A very pretty lady. She's a model with lovely lady lumps. Interesting. Well, maybe she's in it then. I think that would be a bit of a downgrade for the Showdown on the whole. Replacing me with a pretty lady. No lady's going to be as pretty as I am. Comedian Jason Manford plays FM, does he? Didn't he also get fired from the One Show for horrible tweets? Or was it that he was cheating on his wife or something? He got fired from the One Show, didn't he? I'm not sure I can associate myself with someone who got fired from the One Show. I might be thinking of somebody else. I couldn't tell you for sure that he's ever even done the One Show. Again, I don't watch that. You were a pubescent teenager when she was gaining popularity. You would definitely know her. Fair enough. The Mighty Swans, thank you for 23 months. Right, we need to win this. This is our game in hand. What was the point of having games in hand all this time if we're not going to win them? Come on, boys! Paolo Nutini loves FM. Get him on. He's a singer, isn't he? Bradley! Thank you very much for 2 months. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So how many of you are coming to Leamington on the 2nd then? I want a show of hands. Waiting for the show of hands. I mentioned it in today's football manager video. They're all football manager videos. Today's non-Leeds legend. I mentioned it in the intro. So fingers crossed we'll get a few people interested that way as well. It will be a fun day out unless I'm stood there on my own because nobody arrived. Spend, thank you very much for 5 months. Am I picking you up from Edinburgh? No. No, I'm not. You pay my plane ticket. Pay my plane ticket. Blah. You know what I mean. I mean, you can just fly into Birmingham. Flights are cheap. I'm flying to Amsterdam in July to meet you all at TwitchCon. I assume you're all there as well. You can fly to Leamington to meet me. It balances out then, doesn't it? Who's going to TwitchCon? Was that literally just going to be me and Work the Space and Zealand? And a little photograph of Ben that we carry around with us. Remind ourselves of how things could have been. Might even miss a Boston home game. Yeah, do it. This is the road trip off. The road trip was never on. I booked my flights to Amsterdam the moment the date was announced. So there was no point. At no point was I going on a road trip. Can I get a lift from Market Harbour B&M? I don't give lifts. I'm very afraid of getting kidnapped. Ground's useless to get to via public transport, taxis from the train station. Yeah, it's kind of in the middle of nowhere. They've got a decent sized car park though, from what I remember. I've been there once before. My plan is just to get there relatively early so I get a parking space. So 7 points clear at the top of the league, 10 points clear of Sunderland in third. We're looking good. Come on, let's do a football, everybody. Yeah, football. All I want is a chant of do a football at an actual football match that's loud enough for the players to hear. That will make my year. Ooh. It's almost time for my afternoon nap. I'm travelling home that weekend. Well, if home was Leamington Spa, then that would be a problem solved, wouldn't it? You've got time to move. Sorted. If I wasn't sick, I would come up north. You'll be fine by then. Oh, that's a finish. Oh, I love a bit of tongue when he's at his best like that. That was lovely. Have a look at this. Grounds his man, charges into the penalty area and just deftly pokes it over the top of the goalkeeper. Kai Edwards hadn't scored for ages, apparently. Phil Scott's tired. Go on holiday. Off to Barcelona with you. What's the weather like? Good question. It's cold today, or colder than it has been. But it looks like a nice spring day out there. But the temperature has dropped a little bit from where we were last week. Yeah, have you seen the video that was on Twitter over the weekend of someone yelling "do a football" at a football match? Hold on. Let's find it, shall we? I think I retweeted it. Oh, look. That's where I'm going to be. 2 weeks after Leamington. Here we go. Just kill the music for a minute. Can you hear that? It's brilliant. Lovely. Want more of that? Yeah, if you're at football this weekend, I want videos of you yelling "do a football." And if anyone gets a "do a football" chant going, I'll be delighted. If this doesn't get me verified on Twitter, nothing will. I want to be responsible for a wave of football chants sweeping the world. I'll scream it at Aberdeen next. Aberdeen game. That's amazing. Leamington Ultras are going to think we're mental. Well, we need to outnumber them. We need to outsing them. We need to be louder than the Leamington fans. Just imagine if that bloke gets famous for inventing duo football. We'd all know where it really started. We'd know, and that's all that matters to me. As long as we know, then I'll be fine. Duo football. Duo football. Ah, love it. Yeah, we'll have to set up a camera on a tripod in front of us all and get a do a football chant going, and we'll have to use it as an alert. Maybe we could use it as the sub alert on here. Finally kill I'm a nut after all these years with do a football being chanted at Leamington. Right, let's beat Preston. Where are Preston? Down in 9th place. Easy. Easy peasy. Come on then, gentlemen. You know what to do. And that thing is a football. I do have a better grip of the English language than Shakespeare. It's what I'm known for, being better at language than Shakespeare. I am the Shakespeare of Football Manager content. Oh, not Fabio Guzman. It's one of my boys. He doesn't even know he's my boy in this universe. He never became a posh boy in this world. He's just been slumming it at Preston. Oi, 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 oi. What's going on? What is going on? What is going on? Attack. More. Not acceptable, what I'm currently witnessing. Because this lets Posh and Sunderland back in the mix after we'd done so well. We're no further ahead now than we were when we had 4 games in hand, which suggests we're being a bunch of bottle jobs. Come on, Tyler. Show us why you're Mr. Leamington. That's not why. There were other reasons that I recall. We have been terrible. We should sort it out. Come on. A football should be done. We'll do some encouragement. And then we'll demand more. Sucker them in with encouragement and then scream in their face to do more. It was a good result for Posh yesterday. We played really well. That third goal from Marriott was outstanding. Just a shame it's all a little bit too late. Even midweek, we played well and then lost. But I suspect it's all for nothing. If we stay up now, I'll have to grudgingly admit McCann is a good manager. I don't expect to have to make that admission anytime soon. But there were certainly encouraging signs over the last couple of matches. The really encouraging thing, and I think it might have come to an end now because they both went off injured, but the really noticeable thing yesterday was it was the first time all season where Clark Harris and Marriott have both been fit and looked fit. And what a difference it makes. Maybe Clark Harris isn't a useless player at this level after all, because now he's finally fit after 35 games, whatever it is. He actually looks like a goal threat again. And Jack Marriott, I think he's got 3 in his last 4, because he's finally fit after about 3 years. They're 2 very good strikers when they're fit. It's just taken most of the season to get them fit. And I think you can probably trace the failure of our season all the way back to relying on 2 strikers who weren't going to be fit. And most of the first half of the season, we were playing without a striker because Ricky J. Jones was injured as well. He's now injured again. But Clark Harris went off on Saturday as a concussion substitution. And Marriott looked like he was taking a knock when he went off. So we might be back in that same situation again where all 3 of them are injured like they were for most of the first half of the season. I don't know what's happening in this match. We're 4-0 down. But yeah, when our team are fit, we're actually quite good. Who knew? Who knew? Be good next season. Someone said on Twitter that Clark Harris and Marriott will be great together in League One. I agree. I don't think it will happen. I don't think we can afford Clark Harris and Marriott together in League One. Jack Marriott will very much be on championship wages. And I think if you're a lower half championship club, you probably make an inquiry about him because he is looking excellent of late. Right. We might be selling Wong Pradit, which is fine by me because I don't know who they are. Got a contract at the end of the season. Yeah, let them go. For any of these, I mean, any of these deals, really. Looks like they're off to Thailand. You know what? I'm just going to accept all of them. Just a nice little money maker. Would they not have a clause to lower their wages if relegated? You would hope so, wouldn't you? Whether it lowers their wages enough is another matter, I guess. Just have to wait and see. Because the other argument is if Jones is ever going to make it, he's got to be our striker next season. He's got to be our main man. If we're relegated, he turns 20 next season. If he's actually ever going to be good enough, he has to start next year in League One. At which point you don't want Marriott or Clark Harris sat on the bench. Newell's boys game was delayed as grenades were thrown onto the pitch. Yikes. Some people are nuts. Right, there's lots of tired players accumulating again. We're hitting that point of the season with their tired little legs. Well, they've got to have a little bit of a rest. Right, we'll just give new contracts to anyone with super duper potential at this stage. Because we don't want any high potential players to disappear. That would make me sad. So we've got a lot of them. Oh no, Goodrum's going to be out for a spell now. That's no good. Right. We need to win this next match. There are smoke grenades. Okay, that makes more sense, I guess. Still, I would recommend against any kind of grenades being involved in football matches. That's just my hot take. Grenades shouldn't be involved in football. I realise I don't know the situation inside and out, so I could be wrong. I don't think I am wrong on this one. Keep grenades out of football. Their Twitter account wrote, kickoff is being delayed as the referee is briefed by the head of security. A number of grenades that were thrown onto the pitch have made holes in the pitch. Wowzers. I know, it is risky of me to throw my opinions out without fully researching them. I realise I can be a bit controversial at times, but I stand by it. Just, I mean, I'd even go one step further. Explosives of any kind, just keep them out of football. Let's not have them involved. And I'll stand by that. Sometimes you just have to take a stand when you're making content and not worry about what people think about you. Just stand up for what you believe in. And that is an example of it. When Hyde were on the telly a few seasons back, one of their fans threw a flare onto the pit, onto the 3G pitch and burnt it. People are buffoons. This is how Kev gets cancelled. Yeah, we've got big firework coming at me now. I'm not afraid of them. Oh, why are we losing again? After such a good run, we're actually going to hit Christmas. We've gone past Christmas. We're actually going to hit the end of January, not top of the league. This is bonkers. Who are we missing? Who is causing the problem by not being there? Why are we paused? What's Kev's new career going to be? Selling Pokemon cards. Or open a shop. Yeah, definitely. That's the next step. That's the next step for old Kev. A shop that sells Pokemon cards, pop vinyls, wrestling figures, comic books, video games, and American sweets. Just one big shop. Basically Comic-Con in a shop. That's what I want. I'll run that. How did I come up with the name Lalujo, Mon? Everyone else calls himself Pokey something. Pokey Lalujo sounded stupid. I didn't want to be Poker Kev because that sounded stupid as well. So I just put Mon on the end rather than Pokey at the front. Creative, I know. We get American savory snacks as well. Do they know anything about savory snacks in America? What do they do savory snack wise? It's their sweets that are interesting. No one wants their giant bags of weirdly flavoured crisps. They don't even have meat flavour crisps over there. They're mad. That wouldn't work. You wouldn't let anyone leave the shop with the things they paid for. Well, that's true. Pringles. Pringles are really average. Pretzels are pretty good. Are pretzels American? I feel like pretzels are going to be like Austrian or something. We're running out of attacking players. That's the problem. We have pretzels. I'm not saying you don't have pretzels, but that's like me saying, well, we have pizza, so pizza's a British thing. It's not. We just have it. But pizza's not from Britain. Where are pretzels from? And I would suggest not America. We've just got a lot of fullbacks on the bench again. Pretzels are German, are they? There you go then. So that's not an American snack. That's a German snack. Cheese on toast is English pizza. Isn't that Welsh? Is that what Welsh rabbit is? What's the difference between Welsh rabbit and cheese on toast? Hot dogs. Hot dogs feels like a very German thing as well. Big sausages in a bun. Feels very German. Rabbit is cheese sauce on toast. Okay. Was not aware of that. But now I know. I didn't realise this was the local derby. We're into the 88th minute. We're away at Coventry here. This is our derby. And it will become theirs. Once they realise we're their big local rivals and we're better than them. Well, they might beat us here. American sausages are different to German and Austrian sausage. Yeah. I mean, American sausage is just like generic mystery meat with smoke flavour inside a condom, isn't it? That's what an American sausage is. So basically, America stole all its good food from Germany. Well, I imagine most American foods originated in Europe. Just in general, like most American people did. I'm a Welsh chef. Rare bit. It's cheese, mustard, Leon Perrins. That's Worcester sauce, isn't it? Egg yolk, beer if you want. That is a lot of stuff on a piece of bread. Well, now I know. I imagine barbecue. That's your proper American original, isn't it? Proper barbecue. That's an American thing. That's their food, isn't it? Germans invented barbecue. What, like proper American barbecue? I don't just mean cooking outside. Like pulled pork and burnt ends and ribs and stuff. That's American, surely. Who the hell is Steve Page? This guy. Do we want to just sell him on at a profit? If we do, we're going to go top end of this transfer value. They can give us that for him. Oh, then you're not having him. We're here to make money or get players with these youngsters. Wasn't until the 1950s when a couple of German butchers put a brisket in a smoker to make modern Texas barbecue. What? 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 I can't believe that barbecue's only from the 1950s. That troubles me greatly. Fuzzy Kev is back. Oh, it's because I'm so fascinated at the history of barbecue. Come on. There you go. Just needed to wave at it. Maybe I do need to get my eyes lasered so that I don't wear the glasses. I think the glasses confuse the camera. It's looking for eyes. And I guess if I get to certain angles like that, it can't see any eyes. So it goes looking for them somewhere else. Stealthy Assassin, thank you for 21 months. That 1950s comment was a joke. Also, apparently, barbecue originates in the Caribbean. Really? Well, I never. Right, this club's in for this guy. We might actually be able to negotiate quite a big fee here. Which is, I mean, that's fine by me. He's never played a game for us. He probably would have done eventually. He's an England under 18 international. 6'3" defender. Was at Man City, but you know what? We've got Scott and Roberts. I'd rather have £500,000 right now than him. Barbecues are Spanish. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Do I look Spanish to you? There you go. We've got the "Do I look Spanish to you" emote. As we should. I don't look Spanish. There's nothing about me that looks Spanish. Most cultures cooked meat over fire for a long time, but that's not what I mean by barbecue. I mean burnt ends. Pulled pork. It's the sauce more than the cooking style that I mean when I talk about barbecue. Who the hell is Andy Davies? Well, I guess he gets a new contract just for getting into the first team. This is another one of our youngsters we brought in the summer, I guess. Another one off of Manchester City. I feel like he should be the support striker, though. The sauces are very American. It's basically sugar with a bit of ketchup. Works for me. Have I ever tried pulled pork in Coke? Not specifically. I make ham in Coke, which is awesome. I do that at Christmas. Right, here's the new boy Davies, the youngster. Are we going to do a football with a young boy in the team? A young child up front for us. Talking of young children, Cooper, who just gets better and better. And here is Davies. Oh, we did a football with the new boy. We've got a new star. The original barbecue sauce, vinegar, salt, and pepper, was a staple sauce for the first American colonies. There you go. So that's an American food. We got there in the end. Barbecue sauce. And it is the best sauce. It's even, and I am British, and I'm putting that ahead of brown sauce. Barbecue sauce is better than HP sauce. And I've just offended every British person watching. It just is, though. Barbecue sauce, the best sauce. Barbecue sauce came from the Spanish explorers. Nonsense. Brown sauce is awful. Now, brown sauce is great, but barbecue sauce is better. Kev, have I watched Hokey? Is that the same as hockey? I've watched proper hockey. I don't watch the one they do in the snow or whatever it's called. The one they do on grass where they run around rather than sliding around in the snow. That would be ice hockey. Yeah, exactly. Hockey in the snow, as they call it in some places. Why is hockey the only sport that got an ice version? Why don't we have ice rugby and ice football? I'd like to play ice cricket. I think that would be great. That'd probably spice cricket up enough for it to become interesting. There is ice cricket. Oh, well, here we go. Talk to me about ice cricket. Ice darts / snooker. Now, we're limiting this just to sports. Curling is just bowls on ice. It's not quite that, is it? You also have to do the sweeping up with curling. It's like a combination of bowls and sweeping up, which is a great combination. I bet you could bowl some bouncers on the ice, though. Oh, Hughes was in again. Well, the new boy Andy Davies looks like he's a decent option. Maybe we should try the other young guy we're about to sell for £500,000. Maybe we should give him a game at centre-back. Maybe some of these youngsters are better than we thought they were. I want to say we, I mean me. I've got really wet lips. When did I last have a drink? That's why they call me Wet Lips Chapman. Curling is Scotland once again taking a rubbish English sport and making it better. What are the other examples of that then? If it's once again. What FM skin do I use? I have never used an FM skin. I am looking forward to being on the lowdown. It will be amazing. We go. Substitutions made. Ice football is a thing. Nice. Apparently the Germans invented ice football, did they? The little rascals. Scotland made the modern football game. Why didn't they learn to play it then? That must be heartbreaking. That'd be like somebody creating the stream of Showdown and never winning it. If we just established Ben is the Scotland of FM. The fact that there's not uproar in the chat means we don't have enough Scottish people in here. Oh, that's a pass. Very nearly. A lovely second goal. The emergence of Andy Davies might be the end for Tyler Goodrum, which is very sad. Or they all realise I'm right. Not worth arguing with bottlers about football. I'm no bottler, I'm Kevy 7 times. My argument is we had a European champion before England. It's a long time ago, though. Oh. Isn't Ben the England of football? Nah. He's never won anything. Oh, we very nearly conceded a goal there. Celtic, first British team to win the Champions League. Celtic have never won the Champions League. Champions League's only existed like 25 years, 30 years. Oh, yeah, I know Celtic won the European Cup. That's different. Albeit with shared lineage, I imagine. The Champions League is the mutant offspring of the European Cup. Not quite as prestigious as winning the Checker Trade Trophy, exactly. It's no Anglo-Italian Cup, is it? Right, Wong Predit has gone. That's a little bit of money in. This is what Januaries are all about. Selling the players that we brought in a summer and a half ago to balance the books. Have we had the FA Cup draw yet? Who have we got in the third round? Hull. Well, that's a distinctly uninteresting tie. There you go. We're clearing out a little bit. It's no Northern Premier League, Division 1 East. Exactly. That's where the real action's at. Come on, let's just keep drubbing our hands. We're all having a lovely time here. Leroy Tongue as captain. Who's our captain at the moment? Phil Scott. Why on earth would we take the captain's armband off our best player, who we promised the captaincy to make him sign? That would be bonkers. We're not doing that. What makes Leroy Tongue a better captain? Probably that 16 leadership. He's not even a guaranteed starter. Oh, that's a problem. Wooster out for 3 weeks. Could be the end of our cup run. How good is Joseph Coyle going to be? Big test for him. Or Philip Conway, I guess. Neither of them have ever played before. Yikes. Well, at least we get to try one of them out against Crystal Palace youth team before the Hull match. Yeah, I did all the youth players, yes. Everyone that was on there about a week ago has been allocated. Why is this guy coming up on my scout report? I feel like he's likely to be quite a long way beyond what we can bring in. I mean, he looks lovely, but we ain't going to be able to sign him. Right, Conway. Who apparently wants to be a sweeper keeper on attack. Just calm it down a little bit, Phil. Come on. 21 under 21 caps for Northern Ireland. So has actually got a little bit of football under his belt. Let's offer him a new contract as well. As he's out at the end of the year and now he's in the team, may as well offer him a deal. Little confidence boosting contract offer. I didn't actually check that they were the right way around, and they weren't. Good job I came back in and checked. Right. Come on then. Checker trade nonsense. The pizza trophy. The Papa John's. They do tater tots, don't they? The Papa John's tater tots box cup. Oh, that's why Tongue's not captain. How you getting on, Darren? We all good? Darren's fine. Just checking on his current status. He's 6 years old. He weighs 10 ounces. He's actually losing weight. He has maximum discipline. He needs one more hunger and one more play, though. So I'm just going to give him some food. Then we've got to play the left-right game with Darren quickly. I know you love the left-right game. This is how much I value the Papa John's trophy. So he's eaten, and now we're going to play left or right with Darren. If you weren't here on Friday's stream, the rules are very simple. Darren's going to turn either left or right. I have to guess which way he's going to go, and then I'll tell you if I was right or not. So let's begin the game. Come on, Darren. Let's play the left or right game. Come on, then. I'm going to guess left. He went left. 1-0 to Kev. And then I think I'm going to go right this time. And Darren looked right. It's 2-0. Oh, what a time to be alive. I'm guessing left. Oh, but Darren's gone right. It's 2-1 now. I'm going to guess left again to trick him. He's gone right again. It's 2-2. And we come into the final turn. I'm going left. Darren went left. It's 3-2 to Kev. I've defeated Darren, and he should now be fully happy that he has played enough. And he is. Oh, Kev defeats Darren once again. Lovely, lovely stuff. Should get Tamagotchis. They're great. How are Peter Sports getting on? They were bottling it last time I checked, which is a real shame. So I was really looking forward to managing them next season. But I think they're going to need the playoffs, and the playoffs are a nightmare at this level. So let's have a little look. This is how much we care about the Papa Johns. Do we get to see the league table? League table, anyone? Ah, league table, it was there. League table. Click here to view the league table. So they are, yeah, they're down to 4th place. I mean, Banbury are so far clear that they're not catchable. Peterborough Sports are pretty well clear of falling out of the playoffs, though. So we just need them to do well in the playoffs. If they can come up through those playoffs, then they'll be the starting team for Non-League Legend next year. Are you all looking forward to the left-right game with Darren on the lowdown on Wednesday night? If we get a quiet spell, just over to Kev, who is playing with Darren the Tamagotchi. Oh, he's gone left! Oh! Forget a goal button. I want a left and a right button when I'm playing with Darren. Goal for Dr. Benji. Forget that. Darren just turned right. I was expecting left. I would have put my house on him going left. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Banbury, certainly Rushden and Diamonds are closer to where I live now than Peterborough Sports are. Banbury, I feel like it would be touch and go. So any of them could potentially... Rushden and Diamonds would be fun. I actually looked at a house in Rushden the other day. That could all be beautifully poetic. If we end up moving to Rushden over the summer, and then I do a save with Rushden, who are back in the National League, it could all come together beautifully. Life hack, don't bet your house on a 50-50. Unless you're really confident, and then do it. Mr. Neem Park Stadium. The thing I liked about Rushden and Diamonds is that you used to be able to buy Doc Martens from the club shop, because they were owned by the guy who owned Doc Martens. Oh, that's a pass. I'm in Banbury, looking forward to the Leamington game in a few weeks. Hey. As Anna agreed, the office and toy room. That one was in Leicester. That was like in the centre of Leicester. So we're looking at quite a wide area. It's more important that because I mean, now Anna is officially working with me. Our location doesn't really matter. We just need the right house. So we're looking in quite a wide area. That one that had an office with a toy room next to it was in Leicester. And I really liked the look of that one. But the one in Rushden has got development potential, where I could build myself a mega office off the back, which is what I like about that one. Jack, thank you for 16 months. Neen Park. No. Neen like men. No, because I'm from Peterborough, so I say it like a normal human. It's Neen, not Nen, because I can read and speak. These Northampton folk are a real problem with this Nen nonsense. Nonsense, as you might say. How many chairs in the house am I looking at? I mean, I'll take all my current chairs with me. Contrary to what Nonning's legend will have you believe, most houses don't come with chairs. I was flabbergasted too. You're never going to convince anybody who can speak the English language that Neen is pronounced Nen. I am very sorry, but you're just not going to convince anyone of that. We can put it to a vote. A word that is spelled N-E-N-E. Is that pronounced Neen or Nen? I'd be more likely to give you Nene rather than Nen. At least then you're acknowledging that final letter. There you go. Whoever's done that poll, it should be Nen or Neen. Because what you've done there is you've written the word and then written how it's spelt. You haven't got an option for doing it wrong. That is a poll that's going to lead to some interesting results. Either way, everyone's saying Neen because it is Neen. And the people of Northamptonshire learnt a lesson. Right, Steve Page is leaving in a big money deal. Because why would we not take the money? We love money. There we go. If he ends up any good, we'll loan him back and then probably get him back on a free at one point. But the fact that that's added much needed cash to the kitty now, much more valuable than having an extra youth player knocking around. We're now within budget and we have all this spare cash. Beautiful. Not sure what I voted for. They're both the same. Yeah, exactly. Oh, Aston Vanilla offering me a job. In the Premier League, no less. Get out of town. Huddersfield offering an insultingly low amount for Davis. Do we need Google to confirm like beta? But what if Google's wrong? I mean, look at them. Silly old Northampton numbskulls. Neen. Exactly, it's Neen. We're going with this one. This person's a genius. That's what I'm calling it from now on. I love that. Nay. Oh, that's perfect. That would be a great idea for a YouTube channel. Do pronunciations of words, but deliberately mispronouncing them. That would be... Oh, sorry, Darren's done a poo. One moment. Yeah, we're all good. That would be a good TikTok channel, actually. If anyone wants a TikTok idea, there you go. You can have that one for free. Just doing pronunciations, but they're all wrong. Right. Young Philip Conway in goal against Hull off of the Championship. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Right, this is the FA Cup third round. A win here and potential big money fourth round games become an option. Hull are in a promotion push to the Premier League, so it's going to be a little bit of a challenge, I would suggest. But you know what? We're a very good team. We've knocked out multiple Champions League, knocked out multiple Championship teams over the last few years. We are used to these deep FA Cup runs now, and we're used to beating teams better than us in them. But we usually have Worcester there in goal to help us. So this might be our downfall today, but who knows? Let's go do a football, boys and girls. See, look, we're just knocking the ball around nicely. Who's the Championship team? Us soon. We'll both be in the Championship next year. And then we'll win it, because that's what we do. We win leagues. We are the league winners. Oh, look at this. Look at it. League One. League One. And we're playing like this. Beautiful stuff. 6,500 people nearly packed into Bob Faulkner Park or whatever it's called. Come on. It's been all us possession-wise so far. Lovely, crisp, short passing. Beautiful to watch. Now Gilks is in behind. If he can grab a hold of that and whip the cross in, he doesn't. Much sadness. What Hawaiian goose? What are you talking about? I'm very confused. Is there a Hawaiian goose called Nene? Ah! First big chance of the game going to Hull, who are so short-worded that they don't get an abbreviation, apparently. They get to steal an extra letter. How big's Hull's ground? Is a draw worth it money-wise? Oh, come on, gentlemen. Let's do a football. Ah! Rubbish. Right, we go attack him. Come on. Let's drag ourselves back into this game. We've looked equal to Hull so far. Oh, look at that from Gilks. What a man he is. Charging up the leagues with us. Oh, football. Football. I thought the ref was one of our players there. That's my colour blindness causing problems. Oh. I mean, to be honest, they could take a letter off of either end to get it down to 3 letters and everyone would know what you were talking about. Whether it was Hull or just Hull. They don't need 4 letters on there. We could do with 4 letters. If we had the M, it'd be really clear who we were. Oh, he's doing the chicken dance, running off and celebrating. Oh, it's all gone wrong. Oh, I've got windy pops now as well. And it's bedtime. Oh. More. Give me more. Oh, no. Just a big fat no. Come on, chaps. Do a football. I almost missed my own hand there because I had to swerve to avoid the microphone. Was either punch the microphone or make it look like I don't know how to clap my hands. Probably should have punched the microphone. Right. Come on. Get some more attacking players on. How did I mess that up? There you go. That way around is what we're looking for. And get creative. Check on Darren. Darren No Poos, as we call him. I don't think this is going to be as much money as I would hope for only 6,500 people. Good job we sold those players, really. This has been the most disappointing cup run we've had since being in the Football League. There's my posture check. Oh, my back clicked there. Oh. Oh, I can see in colour all of a sudden. My back clicked so firmly. And we have also hydrated. Well, this has been a very disappointing spell in the FA Cup this year. The magic of the cup is over. We'll never get to the 5th round again now. Once we get to the Premier League, I'll stop caring about it. I only care about it as a money-making exercise. I've got no interest in winning the thing. Ah! Conway! How different might today have been with Wooster in goal? Come on, Big Holman. Oh, and Gilksy gives it away as well. 'Twas not to be today, boys and girls. Much sadness. Gilks is doing everything he can to try and generate a chance down that side, but 'tis not to be. And now we're all glum. Right, we'll check how much money we've got. There you go. Davies has signed a new contract. So he can now go on and become a superstar for us. That would be ideal. Oh, Kyezu's leaving us. Oh, our all-time record signing. Might as well offer him out now then. To be honest, I don't think I've used him at all this season. He started 1 game. We definitely outgrew him. How is traffic? Good question. There's a couple of cars out there. You'd struggle to get parked out there. But you are asking just before the school bus rush, so it's a good time to ask. But I would probably give it a miss until after 4 o'clock today. There you go. We've got 900k in the bank, which gives us a projection that is still massively negative. We need to sell at least one more, clearly. Rotherham have heard what I've just said and are now in for Worcester. It's going to cost them over $1 million to take him off of us. I mean, that's not close to what we would want for him. So, no. Just a straight up decline. How's Darren? Darren's good. Worry not, Darren is good. I don't know if you can see, he has got a tail now. Is it going to focus on him if I hide behind my arm? Probably not. But he does have a tail. Oh, there you go. Coventry making an offer for Kiezu, which seems bonkers, really. He's 28 years old. Never really established himself higher than non-league. But Coventry can have him if they want him. Got COVID today. Boo. What do the players between dots, the lines between players mean? If you've got a solid line like that, it means a good partnership. If it's dotted, a not so good partnership. Generally, the partnerships will all turn good in time. I think they're color coded in some way as well, and you should be able to hover over them to see. Or maybe you can't. I thought you could hover over it. Sure, you used to be able to hover over them. If you click the player, it shows, does it? Does it? Where? Partnerships. Ah, there you go, partnerships. That's a stupid place for them to be. It used to be better when you could just hover over them. So it shows you what partnerships they have, I guess. That's stupid. The old way was better. Do you think FM will introduce COVID to the list of injuries? No. They've said publicly multiple times the idea of the game is to be an escape from all that. Conte, another one who just didn't grow with us, unfortunately. I'm not going to loan him out. Let's just offer him out for permanent transfer. Right, he can go out on loan. Go on, get out of here. On loan. Ah! Learn to use the buttons. There we go. No one wants to pay his wages. Well, they're not having him then. Simple. I've got no intention of bringing anyone in this January. Not that we've got any money to be able to do it anyway. Yeah, the autofocus on this camera's a nightmare. I think I probably need a different solution. But that is a job for another day. Because it's an expensive job that I can't afford to fix at the moment. There you go. It's drifted in and out of focus again then. Very frustrating. Just focus on my face like you're supposed to. It's a £2,000 camera that cannot focus on my face. My old webcam could focus on my face properly. Did I sell the international? What international was I selling? I don't know who I was selling. That's who I've sold recently. Oh no, someone said the T word. Oh, I'm too old for the T word. It's just a haircut. It's not a trim, it's a haircut. You go to transfers and contracts underneath staff responsibilities and then click the offer to clubs tab. You can set the asking price for all players you want to loan out at 100% wage contribution. What? Transfers. You go to transfers and contract. Right, hold on. Staff responsibilities. Transfers and contracts. Contracts? Is it on here? Where am I? Oh, offer to clubs. What? That's phenomenal. Sorry, nice haircut. Thank you. Got me in lots of trouble with Anna because I made a big mess doing it. So I'd left it a little bit too long. So I absolutely covered the bathroom in hair. Oh, doorbell, one moment. Parcels. Parcel delivery. I'm not sure if any of this is interesting. A lot of this will be business items that we've ordered. But we'll see what we've got. See if there's anything interesting in here. We have silver gel pens. They're business items. Because I've ordered some black business cards. So when people order some cards off me, I can write a little note on the back of the black business card in a silver gel pen and just thank them for ordering. See, it's the little things. I care. Bags to put packs of 50 cards in. Because somebody has ordered one of them and I have no way to send it out at the moment. So I'm hoping these slightly bigger sleeves, I'll be able to put 50 cards in and then they seal up. So we're going to try it now. I don't know, they might still be too small. So I've separated off 50 cards that someone has ordered. And then if we pop them in this bag, which is called a team bag. Oh, that's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Because then you can seal it. That is a perfectly packaged 50 cards. That is just what the doctor ordered. So I can whack that in a padded envelope now, which I'm hoping this last box will be padded envelopes so that I can send this package out that someone ordered yesterday and I had no way to send them. Doclad, thank you for 5 gifted. That's very kind of you. I realise there's a football match going on while I'm just opening my post. D Trant's in with a sub as well. Thank you to both of you. Aha! And it is the padded envelopes. So that can go in there. And whoever's the person, if you're here, who ordered 50 cards off me yesterday. God, they're a bit of a tight squeeze in these padded envelopes. These might be a little bit too small. I can now send these out. Why does it get part way in and then not the rest of the way? That's a bit weird. They get halfway down the envelope and can't go any further. Oh, well, there you go. It was getting snagged on something. Perfect fit. So the last thing that needs to be done is we need to get Anna's little address printer up and running. And this one can go in the post then. Beautiful. Ta-da! Business stuff. And now, shall I write the address in silver gel pen? The business cards won't be here yet, so that person doesn't get a business card. Did we do a good football while I was doing all the admin? Weird Wolf, thank you for 2 months. We're rattling in the goals while I'm not concentrating. It's always the way. I wonder if these are going to be too small for the labels. Is that 4 inches? The labels are 4 inches by 6 inches. The label's going to cover the whole envelope. That might be not ideal. We might need slightly bigger envelopes. Astounded Panda, thank you for 2 months. The subs are flying in all of a sudden. We're on a level 3 hype train here. I should get envelopes delivered more often. You lot seem to love it. You're all about the envelopes. Envelope posse, I'm going to call you from now on. The envelope crew. Choo choo indeed. Choo choo. Why have we not got the league table on there? Because we should now be all about going and winning the league. That's the plan now. Mola, thank you very much for the bits as well. The hype train continues to flow forward. The hype trains flow. The envelope crew is the post office. No, I'm the enemy of the post office. I'm taking the post office out of the equation by printing my own labels. Adwin, thank you for the gifted sub. Have I got a link to the Lalujo Mon website? It is literally just lalujomon.com. Although if you're looking to be part of the box break for Friday night, it's currently sold out. I am going to add some more packs on, but the first box of packs is sold out now. But I have got 2 more boxes, so I'll add some more on. I just can't do it right now. Right. Substitutions ahoy. What's that say from? The one for this Friday is Brilliant Stars. In a couple of weeks, I'll be doing Chilling Rain. Then I've got some battle styles. I've got a couple of boxes of battle styles. I've pre-ordered like 10 boxes of Astral Radiance to hopefully try and get up and running at the moment that's out. Well, it releases on Comic-Con Day, so that might have been a bad idea. Oh, the 50 cards. The 50 cards are mostly Brilliant Stars, to be honest, because it's just my surplus. So there's a lot of Brilliant Stars. There's some Shining Fates. There's some Fusion Strike. A few little random packs that I've got out of like tins and things. But yeah, the bulk of the bulk is Brilliant Stars because that's the set I've opened the most of. Like, there'll just be random assortments going forward. Are Pokemon cards business expenses now? It's a business. It's going to be registered as a completely separate business from the YouTube business. It isn't yet, but it will be. McKay George, thank you very much for 2 months. Obviously, cards that I buy for my own personal collection aren't the business expense. But I just love opening packs and seeing what's in them. I don't necessarily have to keep them. So the idea of being able to do it for other people and it not cost me a fortune. It doesn't even necessarily have to make any money. It's just a break even. So I'm not losing money on all the Pokemon cards. And if we can get to the point where the side hustle Pokemon business covers the costs of the ones I keep for my collection as well, all the better. Loving the Kevin Chapman videos. It's making me want to start collecting Pokemon cards. Do it. Do it. It is great. If you've got any kind of collecting juice in you, you'll love it. I'm full of collecting juice. I cannot believe it took me as long as it has to get into Pokemon cards. I think it's Sheepdog's fault. Sheepdog, who I do my podcast with, who is obsessed with Pokemon, although doesn't collect the cards or play the trading card game. Because he's so into Pokemon, I've always kept a little bit of a distance from it because I don't want to acknowledge that he might be right about something. But I've played all the games over the years. It was only a matter of time. Just got in the stream saying any transfers. I don't think we brought anybody in today. We are clearing out a few youngsters just to keep the money ticking over. So we sold this guy to Forest for 350,000, who'd never played a game for us. This guy has gone to Thailand, somewhere in Thailand, having never played a game for us. So we've brought in like £600,000. We've just sold Kiezu as well. So it's the second part of the bringing in Premier League youngsters policy. Some of them make it into the first team and the rest get sold off at a profit to keep things rolling over. What leagues should I have on for a Billericay save? Just the lower league England will do for the initially. And then anything else that particularly interests you. Jazzpreet, thank you for the gifted sub. We do not want this guy. I don't even know why that would be suggested. Our mentoring groups are all over the place again. I also ordered some really cool Batman stamps from the Royal Mail before I ordered the postage machine. So I've now got a postage machine and 50 Batman stamps that haven't arrived yet. So depending on whether or not I get this machine set up for Anna today. Well, I haven't got the stamps yet either, so that won't work. I can't promise anyone Batman stamps. Is there excitement in the Real Madrid video today? Yes, there is. It is a transfer window, effectively. That is today, isn't it? Yeah. It's the January transfer window, which I've never done a January transfer window like this before. It's like a 40-minute video where I only actually play one match because the rest of it is transfers. I think we signed 8 or 10 players. I properly go for it. A lot of players leaving, a lot of players coming in. Probably about £100 million going in either direction. It is a busy video of transfers. Brad, thank you for the sub. Oh, don't get me started on stamp collection. I've got some Marvel stamps framed up on the wall that I got sent for a brand deal years ago. That are very cool. I could get the DC ones up there because I've got, It's got Batman and Batman villains and stuff on stamps. They are very cool. I didn't see Real Madrid versus Barca last night. I was watching Spider-Man instead. I was kind of following what was going on my phone whilst watching Spider-Man. Is winning the league in the second season of Newcastle good? Well, if Newcastle won the league next year in real life, would that mean Eddie Howe had done good? That's how you can judge it. I can't tell you if that's good or not. You decide for yourself. Would people say, yeah, Eddie Howe, you've done quite a good job there? Twitnull, thank you very much for the sub. To be honest, this is that series this year. We're doing it on Twitch with the highlights on YouTube via Chris, rather than doing it as 2 separate YouTube series and less streaming. And it's just with a real club this year, so I can't do shirts for it, unfortunately. I would say it's unlikely I do shirts this year. Giving it a year off. I mean, never say never. There might be shirts, but there probably won't be shirts this year. They'll be back soon. Probably. Maybe. Maybe we'll sponsor a real club and do the shirts that way. That might be fun. Fair enough. Managed to spell my daughter's name wrong last year. That's brilliant. That's why I gave my daughters really easy names to spell. One's 3 letters, one's 4 letters. They both end in Y. Minimize the confusion. Lalujo training top with thumbnails. We could do, couldn't we? And gilets. How many years are left in Non-League Legend? We keep going until the story's done. I still don't think the story's done until we've gone to Dortmund and won the Champions League with them. So I'm thinking at the moment, my current shape that I've got in my head for the rest of the series, we do 3 years at Real Madrid to win it all there. I think that's doable. And then hopefully head to Dortmund then and finish things off really sticking it to Schalke. I'm really enjoying the Non-League Legend career this year. Leaving Norwich when we did, I think, is the most realistic thing I've ever done in a Non-League Legend save. Because normally I would just keep plugging away at that club that you know, if I just keep banging that drum, sooner or later you win the Champions League with Norwich and you say, there you go, job done, well done everybody. But I think moving to a mega club at that point, much more realistic. Managed to spell Sarah Jackie wrong, but thankfully the lovely people at Hope and Glory let me change it. That is lovely. I didn't know they'd done that. What a bunch of heroes. Perhaps I should send them some more business this year. What could we do shirts for? Should we just do Lalujo shirts with Do a Football on the front? And them not be specifically for a club? Lalujo gilet. Subscriber squad numbers. That'd be great. But who's going to get number 128,000 on the back of their shirt? You can't use the colour scheme for the Streamer Showdown kit, right? Well, see, this is where it becomes a grey area. Because they've used my channel colour scheme to make my kit. So the colour scheme they use for my Showdown kits, they just took the 2 colours off of my channel art, which are also the 2 colours I use in the intro on the hobby channel now. They are the colours I'm building the brand around. So I probably could, just not in the same design as the Streamer Showdown kits. I was thinking Twitch subs. Well, there's still 523 of those right now. Yeah, I couldn't use the kit. I couldn't use the actual kit they use for the lowdown, but ultimately, Request a Kit designs my shirts. He designed that shirt. I could say to him, can you make me a Lalujo shirt using my colour scheme? And he'd probably come up with something very nice. It wouldn't be a lowdown one. It wouldn't have a showdown one. So it wouldn't have the stars above the thing. But it would be similar colours in an equally good design. Sponsored by Do a Football. That would be quite cool. Playoff 0 on the back. That's just harsh. When a player promise has you recruit new members of staff, would hiring a scout count? Probably. If they've not been specific about what staff they want. Probably. What's a Pokemon live box break? Thinking about buying one before they all sell out. Well, they have sold out now, but I am going to add some more stock on. I explained it to you on Twitter, didn't I? I'm sure you asked on Twitter yesterday or this morning or at some point. It's literally just, we have a box full of packs. There's 36 packs in a box. And then people buy the packs before the stream. And then I open those packs on the stream and send you the contents of your packs. So it's just like buying a pack of Pokemon cards in the supermarket. But rather than buying the pack and taking them home and opening yourselves, you buy them, I open them for some content, and then send them to you in a nice little envelope. And it's all fun. Ooh, this guy looks all right. A 6'3" centre back, eh? You know I love a 6'3" centre back. You can also play holding midfield. He's got a lot of potential, but he's 25. He's too old to have that kind of potential. Cancel. We're not selling Wooster. Would it be Twitch or YouTube? What, the box break? It's going to be on YouTube. Can I do a soccer version for American friends? I don't think I can. I think it'd have to be do a football. I think it's only one pack, not a whole booster box. Yeah, you get one pack for the price that was on there. Stop making offers for Wooster. We're not interested in selling him. Reminds me I have packs to open later. Hooray! To a soccer, isn't that a Jack thing? Exactly. He's a monster. How's the season going? Swimmingly. We're top of the league. You've been here all afternoon, haven't you? You know it's going well. Look at us. Look at us go. And we've got the chance to get promoted with Peterborough, which will be even better. Who do I think the 9th competitor is? Gary Barlow. Probably. That would be my first guess off the top of my head. I think he's really into Football Manager. So probably him. I have no idea. I have not been given any kind of sneaky heads up. Probably me. $27-year-old now. What do they think this is? We don't want all these pensioners. There's a difference between being here and paying attention. Well, it feels like this isn't my issue. Why am I not in the showdown? Because Ben told me I wasn't allowed to be. He's fed up of me beating him. So he said I had to be on the lowdown this time. So I'm on the lowdown this time. The ninth manager will be a Twitch poll for every decision. Oh, if they do link it to a Twitch poll, I'm relying on you voting for me. I'd love to sneak back into the showdown. Properly backdoor Kev my way into the showdown. Imagine winning one I'm not even supposed to be in. That'd be even better. Yeah, if they put a list of people for you to vote for, yes, I want to be in it. Please vote for me. Even if someone really exciting's on there as options. I think it's probably unlikely they will do a vote. I imagine they've got somebody in mind. And they're just having a little bit of fun with the announcement. Sharing the ninth manager between the lowdown could be interesting. I certainly think for the draft, they should keep it a secret. That's certainly how I'd do it. You don't announce who the ninth person is until after the draft. So they do all their draft without streaming and without being in the call. I think that could be really interesting. In there on an anonymous name. The other competitors don't even know who it is until after the draft has happened. Then you announce it. I mean, that'd be great. And then after doing the lowdown on the panel, I stand up and say, "Well, boys and girls, it's me." That'd be superb. Right. Do we need this guy? Probably not. He's old and doesn't have enough potential. My director of football's lost his mind. Is Matt ever going to participate? I don't think he's got any plans to. We're playing Liverpool under 23s in the quarterfinal of the Pizza Cup. The big one that everybody wants to win. Oh, hold on. It's January. Should we try and make David Roberts permanent? Probably not going to be able to. He'll probably turn us down again, but he could be back permanently in the championship. Yeah, the thing with the lowdown and Matt is Matt isn't just there hosting it with his mouth. He's also the producer. And is what the hell is going on here? Do Liverpool not have an under 23 ground? Yeah, as well as actually physically hosting it, he's also doing all of the graphic stuff, all the transition stuff. He's controlling everything. So although there's probably loads of us who could step in and do the actual presenting job of presenting it, no one else is going to be able to have it run as smoothly as Matt does because he does two jobs at once. So unless they've hired a separate producer, Matt has to keep hosting indefinitely. You and Matt swap computers. It's not about swapping computers. I have a very good computer and very good internet. I have the hardware to be able to do it, but my brain doesn't work the way his brain works. Yeah, he's got 3 different stream decks set up. He is doing the work of a producer at the same time as doing the job of presenter. Can't believe there's only 700 people turned up for the quarterfinal of this competition. Shows what a waste of time this tournament is. Is he speaking in his own ear in an earpiece? Yeah, pretty much. But even, I don't think even Dan could step back into hosting it now. Even though Dan hosted the first couple, it's been moved on to such an extent from there. Just having Matt train someone else to do it would be a massive job. And looking at it from a business perspective, they ain't going to do that in one that's sponsored, especially with a new sponsor on for the first time. They want the product to be as snazzy and polished as possible. So 100% Matt hosts the lowdown if that's what you're looking for. Matt is the Jeff Stelling of the Showdown and the other 3 or 4 jobs he's doing at the same time. Who's the sponsor? Manscaped. So they're going to want everyone on their best behavior, doing it very snazzy. Oh, there you go. Late winner. Which means Matt has to host. If a new person was ever to do Matt's technical roles, it'd be towards the end of an FM room when it wasn't sponsored. Exactly. I genuinely think at some point they'll hire a producer, split Matt's role in half, and at that point you can have other people step in and do the presenting thing. Or Matt might step back and just become the producer. Who knows? And get someone else in presenting. Roberts is actually going to discuss terms with us. Because that'd be quite interesting as well, if he went down that route. Oh, come on, David. Oh, I cannot believe he's just a wally, this boy. We'll try again in the summer. We can't buy him all this, give him all this crazy money that he wants. Can you see my squirrel? I don't have a squirrel. I assume that's what that picture is. Looks like a squirrel to me. No, I don't have a squirrel, I'm afraid. It's a dog. Doesn't look like a dog. Dave looks like a dog. Someone post the Dave emote and show them what a dog looks like. There you go. That's what a dog looks like. Dave's a handsome, majestic beast. Right, it is deadline day. How very exciting. Apparently Tyler Goodrum can now play as a central midfielder. I don't think he can. He's still very awkward in his new position. Why are we training him to play central midfield? What breed is Dave? He is an English Springer Spaniel. Oh, Darren's poorly. Hold on, we need to give Darren an injection. He's still poorly. Come on, Darren, pull through. He's still poorly. I took 3 injections to bring Darren back to health. That was alarming. Right. Let's just scout these players we're supposedly listed with. Linked with. Oh, it's just this one guy who is alone. We haven't got room for more loans. He does seem great, though. I don't think we're bringing in any loans. We're certainly not selling anyone else. We're not even going to take part in deadline day. Who's Darren? My Tamagotchi. Darren. Who's Darren? Can you imagine not knowing who Darren is? Oh, spinning my pen round on my hand. Right, Joe Harden. We don't need players like that. I'd rather sign Roberts, thank you. I'd rather save the money for Roberts. We're not interested in bringing in fringe players. Hydrate. More trash. Get out of here. I wonder if I can ask the board to try and get Roberts in. No, don't. No, just withdraw it. Withdraw it. Withdraw it. Why can't I see Roberts? There he is. Add as transfer target. Hopefully the director of football will go and secure him. Ah, failure. I see. Oh, that's interesting. My client's preferred destination would be Leamington. Why is he playing hard to get so much then? Let's keep trying. He's negotiating again. I thought we'd lost the chance when yesterday negotiations fell through. We're offer him even less now. Oh, David Roberts might be coming home permanently, boys and girls. Interact with board. For goodness sake, interact with board. No! This is the least you can do for me. No! How are the finances unstable? We've sold so many players. We've got £750,000 in the bank. Forget that. I've sold like £550,000 worth of players this month. Shift over scouting budget. Good shout. Very good shout. No, not that one. Where's scouting budget? I do this so infrequently, I don't remember how you do it. It's there, isn't it? Oh, we've already done that. I do it so infrequently. We have already done it, though. Why can't we? We need 81 and we've got 75. Ah! There's literally nothing we can do here, is there? We've got no clauses to sell. It's too late for either of these to make a difference, I think. We'll delay it. Who can we offer out? Who can we sell to fund this? I mean, it feels a bit harsh for offering Tyler Goodrum out. There must be someone down here with good potential that we can shift on. Conte. Someone make an offer for him. I know Gilks is wanted, but Gilks is a regular player for us. And we've just sold Kiezu. So we'll be down to one left back if we let Gilks go. Let's just hope we can get rid of Conte. I kind of wish I'd taken part in deadline day now. Because then we'd have a little bit more time to shuffle around. Are we going to get enough money from that? I don't know how much retained revenue we get. But the cobblers might be about to save us. $7.75. If we get 7.75, that's enough. We only needed 81, didn't we? We just need that to go through before... Nah, that happens. Let's try again. It's probably too late now. Can't believe we've got to go through the negotiation again. Just... Can we not just do same again, please? And the window's closed. But well, he's still on loan till the end of the season, so let's go back in again and just have it set to go through in the summer. It's not a problem. If we take that signing on fee off, like someone's just suggested, that might make the difference anyway. Oh, okay. It's a big pay rise when we get promoted, but he is a good player for us. What must we respond to? Oh, squad registration. And then we'll find out tomorrow if we actually get him in permanently. Because now we've got to end the stream because Non-Leagues Legend is out in a couple of minutes. It is a big, important one. Probably the most important episode we've had at Real Madrid so far. So I'll give you a couple of minutes to go and blow your nose and make yourself a beverage, whatever it is you do in your... I don't know what you people do in your spare time. And we'll be back here tomorrow. Did they say yes? No. We'll be back here tomorrow, same sort of time again. And we'll hopefully finish the season tomorrow afternoon. That's the plan. Thank you for watching, folks. Toodle pip. I'll see you again very soon. Bye-bye now.